Barbecue to donuts. Today is National Donut Day, and the Salvation Army is celebrating by making the rounds with donated donut deliveries across the Portland metro area to first responders.
Oh, joining us on the couch is coordinator of the Salvation Army's Cascade Division, Major Bob Lloyd. Good morning.
Good morning. It's lovely to be here on this wonderful donut day.
We're always happy to see you here because, yes, you come in with donuts, and it's so good to have you. Let's talk a little bit about how Donut Day actually kind of started with the Salvation Army.
Well, donuts make you smile today, but back during World War I, when we had troops over in Europe, troops were really suffering, as you've read, as you know. So the commander of the Salvation Army, Evangeline Booth, went to General John Pershing and asked for permission to embed Salvation Army personnel with the troops. So some women were sent over there, and they kind of came alongside the troops and kind of mothered them and cared for them. And one of the things that the troops really wanted was something that reminded them of home, some sort of a baked items. So the women over there, the Salvation Army lassies as they were called, took some of the U.S. Army steel pot helmets and flour, lard, basic ingredients that they could find on the front lines, and they made hot donuts and served it up to the troops. And when those troops came home, they talked about the Salvation Army donut lassies. And eventually, the Salvation Army just wanted to remind people that just like we were on the front lines of World War I, we're on the front lines of helping people in our community today. So yeah, we're taking donuts around, sharing donuts, reminding people that the Salvation Army is here, fully engaged on the front lines of issues in our community. But you know, donuts just make people smile, and it's kind of a symbol of generosity. So
Yeah.
I'm hoping that people will go and buy donuts on their way into work and share them with the people they care about.
Yeah, well, we appreciate the donuts that you brought here, no doubt about it. Tell me about what the Salvation Army does.
Well, the Salvation Army currently has a number of client choice food pantries throughout the three-county area, and that really helps moms who have kids with allergies. They can come in and shop for the foods that are appropriate for them. We also have a veterans residential facility down in Beaverton that houses veterans and their families and their pets. And we have a large domestic violence program, and we also provide additional support to many of the women that have moved out of that domestic violence shelter. So we're paying rent on about 40 units. We have a senior residential facility here in Portland. Every time we talk, I forget something, but we're gearing up for camp. We're going to be sending between 700 and 800 kids to our summer camp down in Clackamas County. So there's a lot of stuff happening, and we're just always looking for an opportunity to remind people that we're involved and we care, and we've got some great new initiatives coming up later this summer to help even more people.
Yeah, you are also going to be running one of the Safe Rest Villages, too, in the city of Portland.
We're hoping by the end of this month we'll be able to open up an RV Safe Park Village in partnership with JOHS and the city of Portland. So that's pretty significant, and we're gearing up for that initiative as well.
Okay, it's such a good reminder, you know, on a day like today, because I think a lot of people, when they hear Salvation Army, they think, oh, the red kettles, right, around the holidays. But you're out here doing the work in the community all year round. So what are some of the other ways that folks can get involved, can help support the mission?
Well, I love to encourage people to look at portland.salvationarmy.org. They can get a sense of what we're doing in the community. They can also get a sense of what volunteer opportunities might be available. And of course, we're always looking for people that will financially support our efforts. These children that we're sending the kids to camp, we're primarily sponsoring them. So the Salvation Army, with the help of donors, is basically providing that experience for kids that otherwise would not be able to afford an experience like that. And with the help of Washco Bikes, just this last month, we gave away about 1,200 bicycles at 3 different locations. So, you know, we work with a lot of community partners, and we look for needs around us, and we just want to make sure that we're on the front lines today like we were back in 1917.
Well,
Yeah.
and speaking of community partners, we should mention just a thanks to Blue Star and Sesame Donuts for some of the donuts this morning. I know you're working with a couple other local bakeries as well.
That's right. I wanted to shout out Mediterranean over in Happy Valley. They provided a lot of donuts this morning. We have a Krispy Kreme partner. But yeah, we have a lot of folks that donate the donuts for us so that we can go and make people smile.
Yeah, nice variety of donuts there.
Yes.
All right. Thank you, Major Bob Lloyd. We appreciate you joining us on AM Extra this morning.
Thank you so much for having me.
And for more information, go to portland.salvationarmy.org.
And happy National Donut Day.
Indeed.